Brief. April 11th, 2026. Status. Ceasefire window. Day 4. Dalash infrastructure suppression. Classification. SME. Verified. Complex systems analysis. 1. Infrastructure damage assessment. Chabahar Port. The infrastructure war preceding the April 7th ceasefire has left Chabahar in a state of functional paralysis, though the commercial core remains largely intact. Primary terminal, Shahid Beheshti. Ground truth data and satellite imagery confirm the India-funded Shahid Beheshti terminal has escaped major structural damage. This reflects a strategic precision exemption by Allied forces to preserve a diplomatic lane for New Delhi. Military installations. In contrast, the surrounding military infrastructure has been devastated. Strikes on April 7th successfully targeted Shahid Kalantari Port and the Imam Ali military base, destroying naval storage bunkers and at least 3 IRGCN vessels. Secondary logistics failure. The Yahyabad railway bridge near Kashan was severed on April 7th, effectively cutting off the primary rail link between the southern coast and central Iran. The port is now islanded, physically standing but logistically isolated. Indian de-risking. India has officially prepaid its $120 million investment commitment and pulled all staff as of late 2025. The Ministry of External Affairs confirmed on April 3rd that India has zero further financial obligations ahead of the April 26, 2026 sanctions waiver expiration. 2. IRISL Shabdis. IMO 9349588. Status. Bottled. The Shabdis is currently a frozen strategic asset, trapped by the blockade and the logistical collapse of the port. Current position. Chabahar, Iran. Moored. Status update. Verified position at 25.30148/60.60509 as of April 7th. Draft. 13.4 meters, constant. Strategic analysis. The sustained heavy draft, 13.4 meters, confirms that the suspected cargo of sodium perchlorate, sodium hypochlorite _4, has not been offloaded. The vessel remains bottled at the anchorage. Any attempt to weigh anchor during the current ceasefire is being monitored as a potential breakout signal. 3. IRISL Barzan. IMO 9820269. Status. Rerouted. The Barzan, frequently operating under the name Fanreach, has effectively abandoned the Chabahar corridor. Current position. Bandar Abbas sector. Status. Transit/undershadow. Intelligence. Contrary to earlier neutralization reports, the Barzan was shadowed as it executed a desperation sprint toward the more heavily defended mainland naval base at Bandar Abbas. It arrived near the terminal on April 8-9, seeking protection under the IRGCN's primary defensive umbrella before the ceasefire took full effect. Strategic forecast. The waiver deadline. Asset. Critical milestone. Status. Chabahar Port, April 26, 2026. U.S. sanctions waiver expires. IRISL Shabdis. Immediate. Stuck in killbox. High risk of seizure post-ceasefire. IRISL Barzan. Arrived. Consolidated at Bandar Abbas Hub. Actionable jargon definitions. Functional paralysis. A state where infrastructure is physically present but cannot operate due to the destruction of supporting networks. Power, rail, fuel. Sodium perchlorate. Sodium hypochlorite _4. A high-value chemical oxidizer essential for producing solid propellant missile fuel. Killbox. A designated area where target identification and engagement are authorized. Currently, the waters outside Chabahar. I have documented this April 11th update and the logistical isolation of Chabahar in your Google Keep under user Delta Salvage 2026. The Pakistan-mediated negotiations between the U.S. and Iran are scheduled to begin today in Islamabad. Should I monitor the opening statements for any mention of humanitarian exemptions that might allow the Shabdis to finally offload its cargo?